to a champion, freedom is the ability to go out there and fight for their riches every day.
Or goals. Doesn't have to be riches.
Well,
they're goals. Whether the goals be
riches don't necessarily mean monetary riches.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought that's what I thought when you said that.
So like fight for like every day to be able to fight for the relationship that you want with your spouse, to be able to fight for the relationship that you want with your kids or with your employees.
Yeah, if you want to help the homeless and go out and battle for it.
Right.
Like that's your mission.
Right. So, the post that David's referencing is it's a thing I shared on social media recently. It pictures 2 lions. One of them's standing out in the middle of the African desert, and the wind's blowing through his hair.
Yeah, looks good.
And then the other one's behind bars in a cage in a zoo. And it says one of these lions has free healthcare, free food, free lodging, and is taken care of every way under the sun.
Yeah.
The other lion has freedom. Which do you want?
Yeah.
Right. And
I want to be out.
What that comes down to is so those lions don't really have a choice, right?
No, they don't. But if they I don't want to go on another thing. If they just mauled a couple people, maybe they'll let
well, they get put down if they maul a couple people, but
I'd rather be put down than live in a fucking cage.
True. So
can you imagine me being in jail?
Maybe that's what Harambe was going for.
Dude, I'd never fucking make it. I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
I'd be insane. They'd have to put me on fucking 1,000 milligrams of Xanax twice a day.
There you go. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
You're talking about that gorilla?
Yeah, Harambe.
Yeah. No, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Dude, this kid fell in a gorilla cage, and so basically they ended up shooting the gorilla because it was coming towards the kid.
Oof.
And people were like, "Justice for Harambe." I'm like, dude,
Yeah. Well, so the difference between those,
I'm free.
The difference between those lions and people is we have a choice, right? We can choose freedom, or we can choose the nice, safe, secure life of paid for healthcare and paid for food and all of that shit, right?
And we get on a whole nother topic of who's really paying.
Well, right. Obviously, somebody's got to pay for it, right? But what I'm saying is, the moment you relinquish control for somebody else to take care of you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's food, clothing, shelter, anything, you now have less freedom than you did before. So, what do you really want? Do you want freedom, or do you want freedom comes with struggle? And with freedom comes chaos, right? Do you want freedom or do you want comfort? Because with comfort, things are provided for you, but also your ability to choose for yourself gets greatly reduced.
Yeah, you think that lion gets to choose, am I having antelope today?
Right.
Or am I going to have raw steak today from a cow? No, he don't get to choose.
Right.
He's just, does he have, 15 lionesses in there with him? No.
Right.
No.
Right.
He's a caged beast.
And so you could get onto an argument about the people abusing welfare and all of those things or whatever. This isn't about that. And what's funny is the people
I didn't even think that, but
the people that want to go down on that rabbit hole, they're not even champions. Right?
No, they're fucking losers, man.
Losers argue about people abusing the welfare system. Champions are thankful that they have the decisions to make every day to avoid the welfare system and leave that for the people that need it, right?
Preach.
There are always going to be people every single day that abuse systems in one way, shape, or form. Champions don't care about that, right? It's no different. You watch any great NFL person and you hear them talk about the refs. The non-champions will bitch about not getting good calls. The champions will say, yeah, that you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You got to play so well that even bad calls aren't going to take you out.
Well, just not to come all the way back to Tom Brady, but when Deflategate happened and all those things and him and Bill Belichick, they did the same thing. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Champions find a way to win.
They find a way to win.
They find a way to win, whether it be in life, whether it be in relationships, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They find a way to win.
Yeah. So if you have a mediocre life, it's because you chose it. And if you have a championship style life, it's because you chose that.
Yeah, I love the people. I can hear them now. Well, the privileged white guys, they get this and they get that and blah, 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 blah. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Most
privilege is nothing today. Zero.
When I drive through shit parts of town, guess what? There's all colors down there.
Yeah.
There's Mexican guys down there. There's black guys down there. There's white guys down there.
It doesn't matter race, and
it doesn't matter.
They have the same access to the same information that you and I do. Once you pass grade school, then literally your access to information is your ability to seek and choose a mentor. Your access to information is your ability to pilfer through the information you're seeing on the internet and choose what's legit and what's fake and what's a spam or a scam and what's, not.
Yeah.
So once you make it through high school, it's like literally anybody in the world could be on any path they want, right? Lady Gaga shared a photo a little while ago where this was right when Facebook came out. She shared a photo of a group that was created to make fun of Lady Gaga. Okay. And I can't remember her real name. Austin, can you look that up?
I have no idea.
And you might even Google like Lady Gaga Facebook post shaming her or something like that. Basically, there was this group that had like 121 members in the group. And it was somebody took time and created a group just to bash on Lady Gaga. And it was basically whatever her name is.
Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata.
Yeah, it's a
long
mouthful,
name.
right?
Yeah, okay.
So
what she said, got it.
But basically the group was her name will never make it. It was basically Lady Gaga will never make it. And there were 120 people that took time out of their day to create and join the group just to try to say somebody will never make it.
This is the same guy that told me haters don't hate. I know. Well, it's insane, man. It's fucking insane to me.
So the difference there, though, is they may not have liked her, but so like a hater is somebody who's actively doing things to prevent your success, right? A non-believer may or may not be a hater.
Same thing.
Right?
I mean, we're splitting hairs.
Yeah, kind of.
Splitting hairs.
But, she uses that photo a ton for motivation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Facebook's not that old. And so she rose to fame in the time Facebook was out and that post was made. Did you find it, Austin?
It's just an AI overview. It's basically, she's like, just commented and said, this is why you can't give up when people doubt you or put you down.
Yeah, what's the group? So there's a picture associated with that.
It's now deleted. All I'm getting is just text right now.
Look in images. Search images. You'll see a picture. Like I want to get the group name.
It says Stephanie Germanata, you will never be famous.
Yes, that's it. So those people are choosing the path of mediocrity. Yeah. She chose the path of a champion. Yeah. Right? And so, like, a lot of these Hollywood personalities are kind of extreme and intricate and everything else. And whether you agree with them politically or ideologically, whether you agree with them there, they still have a championship mindset, right?
Yeah.
They still put everything on the line to go to Hollywood
into one spot
and to go make it big, right? Yeah. And so whether I can agree, like Tom Cruise is a great one. Do I agree with his politics? Not in the slightest. Do I agree with his ideals? Not in the slightest, right? Because he's big into Scientology and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. However, the guy's a phenomenal actor. And so I can appreciate him for what he is when he's doing his craft, right?
Yeah.
Brady's another one. Is he a great TV announcer? No.
Yeah.
Well, was he a great QB?
Hey, there's a quarter. He's going to run over here and he's going to throw it and it's going to be fucking great. I'm like, that is, I immediately thought that's not Tom Brady. I'm on the wrong broadcast. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is those champions, they aren't gifted. They weren't born with that ability. They're waking up every day with the choice to be average or the choice to be a champion, and they're choosing the champion life every day they wake up.
Yeah.
Right?
I love the, just to go back a little bit, like what you were saying, I love the excuse that people are always, especially in this country, are like, oh, well, they're born in the projects, or they're born in this low rent area, and their parents didn't make them go to school, and they didn't make them do this, and they didn't do this, and there were no opportunities, and this and that. And then you get people that come to this country from Mexico that have less education than them, less opportunity,
right?
Doesn't even speak the fucking language,
right?
And can somehow be more successful than those people that were quote unquote born with less opportunity. Fuck off.
Right.
It's insane to You're born an American citizen, regardless of whether the first 10, 15, 18, 20 years of your life were difficult. You have the opportunity and the choice to be great at that moment. Did you start from a lower place than other people? Yes. Did you use that as an excuse to
be mediocre,
wallow around in mediocrity, or did you use that as motivation to be great?
Right.
It is still your choice. People always kind of get hung up on like mindset, you know. Well, how do you change your mindset? I can't change my mindset. I was born and bred and I did all these things and that has created my mindset. No. Look in the mirror and decide, what do I want to be?
Yeah.
Do I want to be where I came from, or do I want to be the person that starts my family tree in another direction?